Coming to you live from the Flagami studio in Miami, Florida. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear? Yes, you can. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. So, hello everybody, what's going on? We're back on our old system here. Check. Hold on. Check. Yeah, it sounds good. I think it sounds good. Let me know if it sounds good. Because, I don't like to wear headphones for the live stream, so I'm never monitoring the thing. It seems good. Let me open my browser here. Give me a second, guys, because I have like 3 things open at the same time here on my computer. Why is my Kindle open? I don't want to. Okay, this is my main screen here, and yeah, it looks 153 concurrent viewers, and we look good. Interesting. I didn't realize I had 2 windows open. I'll fix it later. All right, everybody, let me pay attention to you guys. We have Natalie Driscoll in the Sunshine Coast of Canada. It is my birthday. Well, hello, Natalie. Let me break out the guitar. Happy birthday, Natalie Driscoll. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, yeah. And let me see who else is here. Greetings from San Jose, from Young Dave, from Ashland, Virginia. TTT says hello to Brody, Gene Aragon, and El Mandalorian. It is the way, man. And Wyoming, Mary Hendrickson, and Garces on the road. Hello, Robert and Illy, all in the chat. Thank you. And Jeffrey Riz, you're good, traveling Robert. And Louis Clark says, sounds good to me. If it sounds good to you, man, I'm gonna crack one open here. I still have some. Those of you haven't been drinking much beer. I still have a 90-minute Imperial IPA from Delaware. That's how we're doing it with my new bottle opener here. So thank you. Cheers, everybody. Robert, are you going to Denali National Park? If you should check the Alaska train. It's very amazing. Recommended. I don't know if I'm gonna do the main train. There's a train that comes out from Talkeetna. I think I might do that one, but I don't know if I'm gonna do like the whole Alaska Railroad trip. We might. I mean, I'm doing, several. I'm calling them buffer days, in between, so we can do things that are not in the official plan. The Traveling Man, thank you for that super chat. Greetings, Robert and fellow Pelican heads from St. Albans, Queens, New York. Please say hello to my wife Valerie. And my birthday is Monday, May 22nd. Same as Brian. So, happy birthday, Traveling Man. Happy birthday to you. Oh, man. Stephen Fugate, when you visit Delaware, you would love the Dogfish store in Milton, Delaware. Free samples. And I just drove through there the last time I was there, but it was a weekday, like at 10 a.m. Yeah, not a good beer drinking time. What can I tell you? And Jeffrey DiBartolo, hey Robert and everyone, just made the chat. We just pulled from a trip from the Blue Ridge Mountains, did all of Virginia. Just got home and didn't even unhitch. There you go. That's the way to do it. Sandra Winters, traveling Robert, we went to Lake Tahoe, to Sand Harbor Beach. Was that the beach that I stopped by when I drove around Lake Tahoe back in 2019? And Matthias Jurasik, Hello, Robert. Nice to see you from Austria. One of these days, man. One of these days, I'm gonna be dancing in the woods of Vienna, and yeah, there you go, Natalie Driscoll on our side of the planet here. Um, Happy Friday. What's 2010 on your T-shirt? Oh, glad you asked. And actually, let me remove the lower third here because this shirt I got in Alaska back in 2010, and this is the Midnight Sun Festival, downtown Fairbanks, Alaska. It's one of those historic shirts that that I've decided to save for posterity, and of course, in 2023, this year, we intend to visit the Midnight Sun Festival as well. Really looking forward to that. E.T. Rail fan, we're going to New Hampshire next week. What places would you recommend there? We're planning for Franconia Notch. Of course, you have to do Mount Washington, right? If you're into rails, but so much to see. Yeah, there's um, was that road that we took? Well, Franconia Notch is a good place to start. Garces on the road. Robert, looking for a good place to eat in the Keys. We just scored a site in Bahia Honda. Hey, congrats for the long weekend and want to eat locally as much as we can. In Key West, I really liked New Haven in Key West, but I mean it's hard to find a bad restaurant in Key West. Uh, of course, you know where I like my mojitos, right? Sergio Ricardo, thank you for that super chat. Can I rent an RV in the US? If so, could you tell me the average values? Salud, amigo. And it depends. Of course, you have like the main rental places. Yeah, I just put this new pop filter, and it's kind of in the way. It's the other one started falling apart. These things after a while they start falling apart. You can go with Cruise America or El Monte. But then again, you can do like RV Easy or RV on the go or RV and Go, I think it's called, or RV Share, and it's roughly about I would say $200 on average. I mean that was like 10 years ago. It's probably more nowadays. Probably more like in the $300 range. After all is said and done, because they don't have unlimited volume. Depends where you want to go. They don't have unlimited mileage or anything like that. So. Cancamagos Highway, I think. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. El Mandalorian. Traveling Robert. Excuse me. We really enjoyed your Pigeon Forge Margaritaville video last week. I really enjoyed the time lapse of the trip home with the route through New Hampshire, North Carolina, and Georgia. Yeah, it was a long trip home. That was a long montage. And hey, Jim in DC, take your sunglasses, looking cool with shades at midnight. Hey. That's the way to do it, right? That is the way. Geiger Key Marine. I've never been there, but I've heard of the place. Yeah. Hogfish. I've been there. Very good. Very good. And Oliver DeVries from Pleasant Hill, California. Hello there. And Jose Gonzalez from Sebring, Florida. Formerly a Miamian. Glad to hear from you. Glad to hear from you too. And the live and sad ending. We bought an Airstream. Maybe we'll see you out there. Hey, oh, you got a silver button on YouTube. Maybe we'll see you out there. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this Alaska trip. Happy Friday, Hereford, Reno, and my gypsy adventure. Hey, Robert, I have never towed an RV before. Do you think someone who is an older woman without any upper body strength could handle a mini Winnie Flex like yours? Or should I get something smaller? The main thing is hitching and unhitching, and some of these weight distribution hitches can be there's a little bit of elbow grease that you have to do to put on the elbow grease. No, you need a little bit of strength to put on the spring bars, but there are hitches that are easier, like a prop ride, for example, that you just have to make sure that you put them right. You measure exactly the height so it goes inside that thing. You tighten it is super easy, and then to tighten the spring bars is just with a cordless drill. You just go bzz, bzz, and they just tighten. Um, but that will be the main thing. It's not just the driving, or it's just the hitching and unhitching that. Yeah, it takes a little bit of strength. TTTs, thank you for that super chat. Here's towards you and Illy's first drink at Seven Glaciers. Oh, Seven Glaciers. Cheers. Yeah, we're going to Seven Glaciers. In fact, I think I just added it to the map. Oh, where is it? That's actually a day trip from Anchorage, if I recall correctly. No, I don't have it on this map. I should have it on this map. Let me add it to my map right now. Yeah, not everything is on this map, but now Seven Glaciers is. Definitely going there. And I believe that right next to Seven Glaciers there's like a tram that goes up and down that mountain. So so much planning. And yesterday, just yesterday, I finished editing the second Oregon video. So now it's when I'm like really getting into the planning stages. William Brody, thank you for that super chat. Thank you for the video. Minitini upgrade, awesome. Yeah, that's the one that is going public this Sunday. Robert, happy Friday. Hello, Amaranto. And cheers, Mark. And Lewis Clark. Robert, I'm going to Yosemite National Park next year. Do you got any tips? And what's your fave trail over there? Well, I've only done one major trail at Yosemite, and that's Yosemite Falls. It's an amazing trail, I think. I mean, you have to be a little in shape to do it. But it's an amazing trail. Go all the way to Yosemite Point. It's an extra mile. It's totally worth it. And it's a tram ride from Alaska Resort. Yep. That's we just added that to the plan today. I went back to the way I used to do it back in the day, because I think Alaska deserves more planning than most places. And back in the day, I used to do these intricate Word documents. Like I would plan it to the time of the day. I'm not quite doing that, but I'm kind of planning pretty much every day what I want to do. Claudio Henriquez. Hey, Robert, we're on the road heading to Atlanta from Doral, and my girls were looking for traveling Robert, but disappointed to learn you're home. Yeah, we're still home. We're going to be home for another couple of days. What's going on? Sometimes I read a comment and I want to hear there should be a way to make a thread here. Anyways, Stephen Loy from Savannah. I hope you are both well. Thank you. Yes, we are doing great. And thinking Minitini 4 would be incredible for Mexico. We spent 5 months with our 2022 2108 FBS touring Mexico and Belize. It was amazing. Unfortunately, I'm probably never going to be able to take Minitini 4 to Mexico unless I buy it, unless Winnebago puts it under my name. And right now, my deal with Winnebago, I just borrow it for whatever time I borrow it. So, but if all goes well, I plan to take the original Minitini 1 to Mexico next year. So I'm just gonna try to upgrade it and make it as flex it as much as I can, if you will. Jeffrey Reyes, thank you for that super chat. Traveling Robert for your IPA and gas fund. Yeah, cheers. I don't know as much about IPAs, but I know for gas, I'm gonna need it. Mandalorian, planning the restaurants is a great idea to enjoy the family-owned good restaurants. Yeah, absolutely. Patrice Scatolling, Bahia Honda. Go to Sandspur Beach. Yes, Robert's last video shows it, and it's totally worth the trouble. Snack bar has okay burgers for lunch, like the Sunset Bar and Grill, a key or two north. Yeah, Sunset Bar is at the westernmost point in Marathon. It's right before the 7 Mile Bridge, and absolutely I recommend it. The fried lobster was actually quite good. Um, and yeah, Sandspur Beach, and they just reopened it recently after it was closed for several years after Hurricane Irma. So it's the best beach on the Florida Keys. I guarantee it. That yeah. Hello, Project Basecamp. And Lewis Clark, do you have a least favorite state? Uh, there are states that haven't really lived up but I don't. I don't want. I'm not gonna put one state down. It wouldn't be fair. I have never been to Hawaii, so I have no opinion on Hawaii. Can we gang up on Hawaii then? I don't know. Um, uh, uh, Jenny Apodeca. We're probably going to be at Niagara Falls in August. Would you like to me to pick up a shirt? Would be no problem at all. No, that's fine. Niagara Falls in August. In August, I'm probably still gonna be somewhere in the Yukon or something. I don't know. Bob Leach from Percy Priest Lake in Nashville, Tennessee. Hello there. And the chat today. Jordi Cairo, thank you for that super chat. Thank you, really appreciate it. Robert Forsyth, what a wonderful life to travel, explore, and share with so many others. The number who want to join, it shows the popularity. Well, it's thanks to all you guys who watch. And I'm able to to live my dream. My dream. Basically, so you must have excellent driving skills. How are you able to drive so much and not have an accident? Well, I've had a fender bender here and there, believe it or not, but you know, I, I've always liked to drive. Actually, I don't like to drive as much as I used to. I see you're traveling through Cody, Wyoming, on your Alaska trip. Be sure to stop at the historic Irma Hotel for breakfast. We'll try. Part of that the trip before getting to the Alaska border is I'm kind of hightailing it that way a little bit, hitting certain spots, and of course I want to see at least for one day a little bit of Yellowstone, which I've been there already, but Ely has never seen it, so that's kind of the idea. Does not being able to take Minitini to Mexico mean you also can't take it to Canada? Are you taking a ferry to Alaska in that case? No, I'm taking it to Canada. Apparently, Canada has different rules than Mexico. Mexico, you need a special insurance. It's a different set of rules, and apparently, Winnebago is okay with me taking it to Alaska. And well, we'll see. When I let you know when I cross the border and they let me in. But I think it's gonna be fine. Uh, do you have your route planned to Alaska? Consider going through northern Montana and Idaho, especially Coeur d'Alene. Enjoy your trip. Not Coeur d'Alene this time around, but and that border crossing as we speak right now, the one that I want to take is closed at this moment. But I'm really hoping they will reopen it at some point. I should open my Google Maps here, just so I have a. But I was checking with Glacier National Park, which has the information about. It's the one right next to Glacier National Park. It is called Chief Mountain Port of Entry, and apparently it's been closed since COVID, and they haven't reopened it yet. By the way, John Maloney, thank you for that super chat, and it's your first super chat, so thank you so much for that super chat. And Sergio Ricardo, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Some indication of a good hotel in Miami, but not too expensive. Up to $600 a day. I don't know. I haven't been in a hotel in Miami for a long time, but I hear they're quite expensive and pricey these days. I remember in the 90s, we used to rent a room on South Beach and do a party back in the day. Yeah. Jose Gonzalez, thank you for that super chat. Love what you do, Robert. Keep up the great stories. If you would give a shout out to my wife, Yindria, it would be great. Hey, Yindria, shout out. Yeah. Louis Clark says, I love the state of Louisiana, but one bad thing is the roads. Well, Louisiana is not alone in that category, but I can vouch for that. If you ever driven through Shreveport on, is it I-20? Yeah, it's not too great. Garces on the road. Thank you for that super chat and IPA on us. Cheers. The site at Garces Camp is ready. All right, on the way back from Alaska, man, for sure. We gotta try to do that. Traveling Robert, did Adam know what you did to the trailer? Did you know what I did last summer? Well, he's gonna find out this Sunday. Hoodie Lord, thank you for that super chat. Happy Friday. Stay thirsty. Oh, absolutely. Cheers. Hey, Radu Stufarak. Cheers, everyone, and good evening, Robert. Greetings from the Bay of Fundy. You know, the Bay of Fundy is penciled into the plan. If I make it to Canada, if they let me in, if Monsieur Trudeau lets me in, the Bay of Fundy is on the plans for actually right before the if I can make it right before the Hershey RV show. Robert Forsyth, what a trip you have planned. Your numbers are going to go past what you hope. I'm doing it for I really want to do this experience of going back to Alaska and actually driving there, and you know, I've seen like so many other YouTubers do the Alaska trip, and I've been planning for this for a long time. I mean, not like the micromanage planning, but all these things that I want to see, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I should reserve in advance and what I shouldn't. And there are certain things that I've already made a couple of reservations, like 1 week, like 4th of July weekend, whatever I'm gonna be. I already reserved that. There's another weekend. Before that I checked the campground where I wanted to stay at, and there was one site left. So I'm like, yeah, I don't care if I have to cancel later. I'm getting that. So weekends and key places I'm reserving, but then again I have a flex, so I could boondock, and there's a lot of boondocking in Alaska. So Talkeetna, for example, both campgrounds are booked. I'm gonna try a first come first serve. If not, there's a boondocking spot 20 minutes away, right in on the wilderness there. Eric Cuellar, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Buenas tardes, Robert. Love your channel. You started posting my first few travel videos myself. Thanks for the inspiration. Hey, good luck, and happy trails. I hope all the best to you, man. Yeah, everybody check out his channel. Okie Smoky, hey, thank you for that super chat. A little money for Canadian gas. It's usually expensive. I've heard that. But you know, I made a reservation today at a campground in Canada, and it was like 80 Canadian dollars. It was 69 American dollars. So at least we're saving money on the money exchange. I don't know, why is this keeps reminding me of the live stream? I know why. You know, I didn't have the live stream in my calendar because, yeah, it's every Friday at 6 p.m., right? But I put it on the calendar because that way now I'm reminded when I'm on the road. First, when I'm in Alaska, the live stream is going to be at 2 p.m. Alaska time. So we have to figure out how to do that. Matthias Jursik. Hi, Robert. Thank you, Robert. Show me the beauty of the USA every week from far away. These videos every week is my favorite videos on YouTube. And Sandra Winters, thank you for that super chat. Traveling Robert, hope you don't get much into trouble with Adam. I'm sure it'll be okay. I mean, no permanent damage. Everything is... Hey, Remy, I'm having an RV decal removal party. You all invited. I'll bring the heat gun and the plastic razor blades. Hey. Do you need passport to get into Canada now? I believe you do, yes. And there's an app. There's an app for that too that I haven't filled it out yet, but there's I just found out it's called ArriveCan. You need that ArriveCan app, apparently. And Banff is excellent. You can swing by on the way. Well, I already made a reservation. That's one of the reservations that I made at Lake Louise. Hello, Robert from Louisville, Kentucky. Hey, Louisville, I know you have family out here. Yes, I do. My cousin Juan. Joe Taylor, thank you for that super chat. Greetings, Robert, new subscriber here. Well, welcome to the show. My fiance and me found about you after binge watching the American road trip to on Amazon a couple of weeks ago. We look forward to your future travel videos. And thank you. A lot of people, found about Amazon doesn't really want me to put any more videos there unless I charge for them. So I haven't put anything else. I rather concentrate on being able to do a weekly on YouTube. So welcome to the channel. I really appreciate all of you being here. Henry Kosovsky, do you know there's a ferry from Nova Scotia to Bar Harbor? Just to let you know when you come visit the Bay of Fundy. That'll be something interesting to do. Yes, you need a passport to get into Canada, and I have my passport. Yes, absolutely. Radu, fabulous Robert. I will be waiting for your arrival in New Brunswick. Can arrange for camping and mooch ducking. Hey, that's the way. I like it. We'll see. I mean, I don't want to promise I'm gonna go because something may happen along the way. Something happened along the way, but if all goes according to plan, yeah. Morris, oops, I clicked on. Morris moved. Morris back. Hello, Robert from Morris and Anita from Seattle. We enjoy watching your videos. Thank you so much. And Eric Cuellar, if you take Minitini 1 into Mexico, you should put it with the Kia. Go full old school. Hey, maybe we can rent an old 2004 Kia Sorento. Well, you need a passport to get back into the States. Yeah, I'm sure I do. I'm going to bring my passport. Don't worry. Actually, I always bring my passport. Passport. Even if I don't intend to travel abroad. Like when I went to Arizona and broke my foot. Yeah, maybe I was going to go into Los Algodones. Or maybe, day trip to Tijuana. I don't know. I have my passport with me all the time, just in case. We once had all our gear removed from the vehicle during our 4-hour search on the Canadian border. Well, yeah, they can do that. Of course, I'm not gonna bring anything, illegal or anything like that. I'm gonna go as clean as a whistle, just in case. But yeah, thank you, TND Camping Adventures, for that super chat. Thank you, really appreciate it. And that's your first super chat, so thank you double. Thank you so much. Lake Louise, don't forget to do the hike around the lake to the other side. Wild when you reach the other end, and the glaciers should still be there. Well, they're melting, right? But hopefully. Yeah, I do believe for Lake Louise and the other lake, which name escapes me right now. Nowadays, you have to take a shuttle. They don't let you drive because the parking lot is always full. So, we'll see. There's still a few things that I need to work out. I'm doing like the macro planning right now, and then I'm gonna do the micro planning, like Lake Louise. Let's see what else is there to do in Lake Louise and whatnot. So we might do that hike around the lake for sure. Edward Dulski, thank you for that super chat. Robert, you have been an inspiration to buy a micro mini and take it all the way to Alaska and Dempster Highway. Safe travels and some contribution to Fuel Fund. Thank you. I'm gonna need it. And speaking of Dempster Highway, and this is the second part of the plan here. Just thought I would, show you guys. Am I showing anything I'm not supposed to show? No, okay. Hold on, let me dismiss here. You see this up here? That is Tuktoyaktuk, Alaska. I mean, Dostoyevsky, is that Yukon or no? That's Northwest Territory. So Tuktoyaktuk is part of the plan. We'll see. We'll see. Depending on road conditions and many other things. So I might do the polar bear plunge twice. Once in Alaska, once in the Northwest Territories. Who knows? Who knows? So I know I missed so many of your comments, and I apologize. I believe Domo Arigato, Mr. Robato was asking how Ili doing. Ili's doing great. Her finger, it's getting better. A little bit here, a little bit there, but she's doing great. Very excited to be going on the Alaska trip for sure. Dookie Cheps, thank you for that super chat. Robert, safe travels to you and Ili. We are all with you, brother. Bring me back a polar bear, a square polar bear, man. We are going to Canada. We were told not to take eggs or chicken. Don't know why. What came first, the chicken or the egg? That's my question. I've heard you're not supposed to take like alcohol or fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm gonna do like research, make sure that I don't bring anything that I'm not supposed to do anything like that. Taraba Musica Uzivo. Hey Robert, I'm in Europe. What Europe countries have you visited? And thanks from Bowling Green, Kentucky. I've been to Spain, of course. I lived in Spain for a year and a half, and I've been back a couple of times. I've been to France, I've been to Germany, I've been to Belgium, I've been to Amsterdam, Netherlands. Been to Monaco, Monte Carlo. Been to Great Britain, London mainly. I know I'm missing one. I know I'm missing something. Well, I went into Italy, but just like for a couple of miles, driving from France, and then I got back from Menton. And we got a super chat here. Super chat. Floyd McIntyre. Thank you for that super chat. And this is your first super chat, says here. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Floyd. And that'll certainly be at least a tank of gas for our trip to Alaska, which we're really excited about. Bob Lee says you're advanced age and having a fractured ankle. You probably don't need to do a polar bear plunge. Oh, but what's the fun in that? What are you talking about, advanced age? Watch your mouth, Mr. Bob Leach. I don't feel any year older than 51. Armando Correa, thank you for that super chat. Hey, Robert and Ili and Mom, safe travels to Alaska. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this trip. And we're leaving soon. When are you leaving to Alaska? Soon, very soon. Sometime next week for sure. Where's your super chat bell? I loved. Oh man, thank you for reminding me. And I should now do it in arrears, right? And I'm sure Greg and Angela are upset that I haven't used it. But Ili is not a fan. But there you go for all of you. For all the super chats, thank you. And Mr. CLT, hello, Robert, and all the Pelican heads out there. Thank you for reminding me about that, the bell. Silver bells. It's actually like brass, right? It's a brass bell. It's a brass bell. You won't feel your ankle when you take the plunge. Talk about icing the pain. Hey, there you go. Hey, they said like putting ice on the ankle. Actually, it's not swelling anymore. The other day I ran a little too far, which Yeah, I used to do four plus miles. I did 1.5 miles, and it's been hurting for the past 3 days. So, how many days in Alaska from Vish? Oh, it's gonna be like a month. I have my calendar there. I could tell you for sure, but greetings from Billings. There's a song there somewhere. Greetings from Billings. Let's smoke today. Yes, I've been monitoring the Alaska smoke map, and it's getting better. And it looks like the Banff Jasper area is getting better. And in my experience, at least for video and photography, I'm not used to this new pop filter. A little bit of smoke adds to the experience. So, Rod voice sign, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. And this thing is loud. Merci de la O, TGIF, happy to see you in good spirits. Have you felt any altitude sickness in the higher elevation places you've visited? Well, the first time I felt that altitude sickness was in Loveland Pass. The first time, on the Class C motorhome, we went to Loveland Pass, and as I'm getting up there to like 11,000 feet, I start getting dizzy. And I'm driving on these hairpin curves, and I'm like, I have to stop somewhere. And eventually I found a pull off, and I drank like a whole bottle of water, and I'm like, better. And that's the worst I've ever been. And probably when we did Mount Evans at the top, I was like, like I couldn't breathe. I was in worse shape at the moment. And now when I went to Rocky Mountain National Park, I felt a little bit of shortness of breath up there, but it wasn't too bad. Everybody say hello to my mom. Hi, everyone. Greetings to the friends and the production moderators. Hope you have a wonderful week and love, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Everybody say hello to my mom. And Daniel Ruiz. Hi, Mom. Have a great weekend, and thank you for that super chat. Oh, thank you for reminding me about the bell. I keep forgetting about the bell. So yeah, this is hold on. I have Sergio Ricardo. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Have you ever traveled to South America? No, I've actually never set foot in South America, believe it or not. But it's in the plans. It's in the plans for, I don't know. We're gonna do something in South America either next year or the year after. My main thing is traveling by RV in the United States, by RV here. But I want to start branching out into a little more international travels. At least once a year, I want to do a international trip. Next year is probably going to be Spain, but we could do a. I've always wanted to. I don't know. South America is a huge continent. I'd like to do Colombia. I'd like to do Brazil. I'd like to do Argentina, Chile. Actually, Uruguay. I watch a bunch of Cuban YouTubers actually who were YouTubers in Cuba, and they migrated to Uruguay, and now they have YouTube channels, talking about Uruguay. So I'm like kind of hooked on that. Sandra Winters, thank you for that super chat. Traveling Robert, I don't have a dad. I was wondering if I and Jeffrey get married in a couple of years. I want you to walk me down the aisle at the state capitol here in Carson City, Nevada. Oh, that would be an honor. Thank you. And I've been to the Capitol grounds there in Carson City. I have to go back. Next time you visit California, you're going to Hearst Castle. Most likely, yeah, at some point. Fourth time is kind of like the charm, right? Or third time. Henry Kosovsky, the ferry from Nova Scotia to Bar Harbor is called the Cat. It is the fastest ferry in the world, but it's only seasonal. Well, we'll make sure we get there before the season ends for sure. Patrice, current gas prices in Quebec, $1.60 per liter. The difference are takes considered close to double US prices. Alberta should be cheaper, but expecting high taxes in the east. 160 per liter, and that's probably, oh, not quite times 4, but so that would be 640 per gallon. Well, California is not too far off, but yeah, it's I know it's gonna be pricey. What can you do? It's the price of travel. Giovanni Adventures, Mr. Robert, can't wait to see your videos on the Alaska trip. Also, do you get homesick when you're on your trip? Sometimes I do. Sometimes not as much as homesick for the place, but for the people, and sometimes homesick because I live in Miami, but I don't get out much in Miami, but I missed certain comforts of home, and I missed the people who are here. Cam AR Music Bose, thank you for that super chat. Since long time, Robert. When are you starting your next trip and where? By the way, thank you for that super chat. Well, very soon, and we're going to the final frontier, where no micro meeting has ever gone before. Daniel Ruiz, you can't bring soiled hiking boots into Canada. Make sure you clean them. Okay, we'll make sure I clean them. Yeah. It's like that thing with boats, right? You have to clean the boat before you take it into a different state or whatnot. Yeah. 640 per gallon. Time to buy a DeLorean with a flux capacitor. Yeah, right? As long as it gets me to 88 miles per hour, we're good. Or maybe a Tesla or an ERV. How about that? You just have to declare all food, but can't take meat into Canada. Okay, that's good to know. I'll make sure I eat all my meat south of the border. From Hialeah, I have to say hello to Hialeah. QT Disney Chick for 23. Excuse me, say hello to Xander and Tyler, please. They love watching your videos. Hello, Xander and Tyler from Hialeah. And I'm looking here at the members and everybody else. Robert, okay. Canada is a price per liter in Canadian dollars. At least it may feel less expensive. Yeah, it's gonna be like what, like 10% less or 15. I don't know exactly what the exchange rate is right now. Robert walked me down the aisle whenever Sandra dumps me. I doubt that's gonna happen. But Dookie Chips, you're a trip, man. Joe Lippold, thank you for taking the guesswork out of traveling. Keep it up. Yeah, man. I'm doing all the guesswork for you. Robert, do you have an American wildlife bucket list? Mountain lion, badger, wolf, condor. A condor would be cool. But if I ever get to see a Florida panther on the wild, that'll make my day. Robert, if you're down in Southern California, you're welcome to mooch ducking in my driveway. Hey, maybe next year, man. Or maybe they use gallons. It's been a while. What I just found out a couple of days ago, not days ago, but like not long ago, in Great Britain, they use miles. I thought they used kilometers. Indiana, Florida, thank you for that super chat. Prescott, yeah, I saw your question earlier, and I think it's one of those that the chat goes like, and I forgot about it. I lived in Spain, in Madrid. I lived in Madrid, and we traveled to a couple of different places, but our apartment was in Madrid, in the northeastern part of Madrid. And Gibson, now that Illy knows she can help drive, you can cover more miles in one day, definitely. And especially now, it's summertime, days are long, and that the farther north we go and the later in spring we go, the longer the days are going to be. In fact, when we're in Fairbanks, Alaska, it never gets dark. So I'm thinking of taking advantage of those longer days to be able to do more. um, I don't know who's gonna edit the videos, but hey, that's another question for a different day. A Sasquatch would be cool. Yeah, it would, actually. That Don't forget to try different types of jerky. Interesting. If it gets you to 88 miles per hour, you can go back to gas prices were $1 a gallon. Yeah, but then again, no internet, no Google, no GPS. I don't know. Can we get a like for Robert? Can I get it? What? What we do? What will you do if they don't have internet up yonder? I believe Starlink works in Canada, so I think we'll be cool. We'll be good. Thank you, Mr. Jim Foster, for the math. Yeah, I know there's an app for that, but so that's like no wonder that campground in Lake Louise was so inexpensive. Yes, come to the South Bay. South Bay. I've been trying to get to South Bay campground on Lake Okeechobee, and they make you jump through so many hoops. It's like William Brody. Thank you for that super chat. Please take care of Illy in Alaska, or else. Yes, we will. We'll take care of each other for sure. And thank you, Carol Nelson, for that super chat. Thank you. Oh man, all of you, thank you so much for being so generous to me. Uh, Robert, do you ever boondock at any KOA? I don't know if KOAs have boondocking. I know some of them have overflow parking, but no, I've never done any of that. But Giovanni Adventures, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Will RV, our next trip is to Camp Golf. Just ordered an electric 3.0, but they're having a major shipping delay. Hope you to have the bike before that trip. Where are your favorite places to take the e-bike? I haven't, to be honest, I haven't used the e-bike as much as I thought I would. But I've taken it to Pelicamp. I've taken it, in several places along the way, and it's and I biked around here around the Coral Gables area in Miami. But they're great e-bikes. Lewis Clark, I hope the Canadian Border Patrol don't get your lemons like they did in California. I probably won't be taking any lemons into Canada. In fact, I'm gonna try to bring us the least amount of things possible. So before you go, there's no Bucky's from Bob Leach, no Bucky's in Alaska. So plan around this by stocking up on jerky. You can never have too much. That's true, but they have Fred Meyer, which is like really, really, really good. It's a supermarket. Um, Jason Mason Smith, we RV camped across the U.S. in 1984. Rand McNally maps and Woodall's campground directory, water, what we used. Yeah, right. I remember going to the gas station and buying those Rand McNally maps, and how rude, my watch, telling me someone liked me on TikTok. Um, Jack of Spades. Hey, Robert, it's been quite a while. Last time I joined the live stream, it was when my username was HowJack08. If I'm right, I hope you're doing good. We're doing pretty good. We're doing great. We're very excited now that I don't have to edit any more videos for a few days, so I can really concentrate on planning this trip. Although I'm filming something for the planning for Alaska video, which is gonna be planning for Alaska and like the first few hundred miles of the trip, probably until until we reach the Rockies. That's probably gonna be the first video of the Alaska trip. Sergio Ricardo, thank you for that super chat. Robert, if you come to Brazil, it will be a pleasure to have a beer and eat Brazilian barbecue with you. Hey, I'm down for a picanha, brother. Hey. And Dave Barr, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Oh, man. Reindeer jerky. And now there's a thought. I'm sure that they have reindeer jerky somewhere around there. Traveling Robert, how often do you use your pressure cooker? I use it whenever, now that I'm doing the low carb kind of diet, I haven't used it as much anymore, but whenever we make beans, we like to make the beans from scratch, dry beans. So I use it for that a lot. And I've used it for stew and all that. I don't use it as much in the RV, to be honest about it. I'm going to take it on this trip. But, yeah, there's one of those things, that you think you're going to use a lot, like the e-bike, and then you end up not using it as much. Mark Z. Hammer, thank you for that super chat. Here's a little down on my mini bar tender. Here's a little down on my mini teeny lounge bar tab. And I really wanted to do a mini teeny lounge tomorrow before we go, but it's so much to do, it's put a lemon on the dashboard just for fun. The worst that could happen is that they take it. But this time, it'll be on camera. Hey, there you go. Yeah. Some places here in Alaska has great jerk. Hey, let me know which. We need a video on jerky selection. Hello from Delaware. A little late to the party. Hey, but we're drinking Delaware beer. So, hey, welcome to the party. If then again, if this was a Cuban party, you'll be right on time right now. Or maybe a little early still. How's the original Minitini doing, and will you be able to haul around? It's been sitting. I mean, I redid the roof, and it's everything works. Everything works in there. I need to descale the Truma, the water heater, and I probably need to pack the bearings, put a new battery on it, and if I can, update the electric systems for like 21st century. But other than that, Minitini 1 is ready for travel. I've been maintaining it there, so Border Patrol have no sense of humor. Yeah, that I know. Especially when you tell them, oh no, what do you do for a living? Oh no, I'm a YouTuber. They start asking you all kinds of questions. Phil Berry, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. And did that new rig come with a spare tire? Sure did. And now I've been thinking of asking for or getting a second spare. But I'm not, Everybody says, go to Alaska, take a second spare just in case. I have a tire plug kit that I've gotten pretty good at using. I have an air compressor. And I might upgrade my roadside assistance. So, and yeah, I'm sure it's going to be fine. My wife and I, from Easy the Kid, my wife and I love watching your videos. She's actually from Alaska. She says you should visit Stewart and Chena Hot Springs in Fairbanks. Definitely going to Chena Hot Springs in Fairbanks. Yeah, we're going to spend like a week in Fairbanks. So, definitely. William Brody, Robert, are you going to try reindeer and yak in Alaska? Actually, I've had reindeer before, back in 2010 when we went to Alaska. There's this restaurant. I hope it's still there, because back in 2010 we celebrated Ili's birthday. It's called the Pump House. It's right on the Chena River too, and we're hoping to repeat this year and go to that place. So we'll see. Yeah, yak. I would love to try yak. I've heard it's really good, but I've had reindeer, and it's a little. I mean, I had it medium. Maybe I should have a rare. It's a reindeer. It's a little tough meat, but it tastes good. Robert, I love the Bucky's food. Do you love it? I love the brisket, especially when they don't put. Sometimes they put a little too much sauce, barbecue sauce, but when it is kind of light on the sauce, I love it. Mrs. Leach would like to suggest use the original Mini Tini as a BVRO unit, making you thousands upon thousands of dollars, the likes of which we've never seen. Maybe. But then again, we'll see. Hey, Jackie Trujillo. Hey, Robert, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. And Eva, next time a Border Patrol agent wants to know what you do, tell him you're a videographer. That sounds a lot better. Yep. Hey, Jack of Spades. Glad you're going good. 2023 being rough on me. Really, really rough. So I get to chill with you and the chat. Well, hopefully the rest of 2023 is going to get better. For me, it's been a couple of rough months in the sense that I'm not used to being passive like this with my ankle issues and all that. But isn't the kid? That's awesome. You made our day. Hey, thank you for being here. Mark Newell, take some mangoes with you since they are in season here in South Florida. They are, right? And yeah, avocados too, I think. Bearing repack every 12,000 miles or 12 months. Roll the tires occasionally if it's been sitting a while. Well, this one, it's been sitting for a while. So I'm going to repack the bearings and we'll see. Traveling Roy deserves a real native feast in Alaska. Looking forward to that. Hello, Maxine Oliver, I'm back. Robert and everyone. Hello, Mom. Elevators of New England. Do you think in the near future you'll return to New England to see Cape Cod, Race Point Beach, and go western part of Massachusetts and Vermont? I would love to do that later this year, but something tells me that we're going to have to wait another year. Good barbecue. Turn Again Armpit in Anchorage, Alaska. Well, we're gonna do live here on the podcast, on the live stream. We're gonna add it to our map, to my. Actually, I'm doing both maps. I'm gonna do Road Trippers and Google Maps. So it's called Turn Again. Armpit Barbecue in Alaska. Of course, the only problem is I'm in the wrong map. Remove, because I have two Alaska maps. Bear with me. Turn Again. Armpit barbecue. It's added to this one, and now Turn Again Armpit barbecue. Well, apparently they're a chain, but oh no, permanently closed. Look at that. That's no good. It says permanently closed. That's a bummer. Is that the only location? Oh, there's another one down here. Permanently closed too. Well, thank you for the suggestion, but that's kind of an anticlimactic. Let me remove it from this map now. Oh man, it's one of those. Whittier, Alaska. We're going there too. Hold on, I'm Turn Again. Let me remove it from the map because then. Unless Google is wrong, right? Which it could totally be wrong, but anywho. Well, here we go. Hey, Dylan Reynolds. Everybody say hello to Dylan. And Hudson Games, I just joined. Hello, everyone. I'm curious, Robert, what is your next trip? Sorry, this question has already been asked. Well, if you see the map on the thumbnail, that's the next trip. We're going to space. No, to Alaska. We're going to Alaska. That's the next trip, and we're leaving very soon, actually. Sooth and Redman are, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. COVID took so many great businesses out of Alaska. Sad to see it go in Alaska, in Coral Gables, in many places. Yeah. What can you do? Hello from Smoky, Idaho. The wildfire smoke in Canada have arrived. I'm really hoping that by the time I get there, which is going to be a well, we still have a couple. Let me open my Word document here, because that's like now like the by the time we get to that area, which is actually in less than 2 weeks, hopefully the smoke will be better. No ankle injuries on this trip is allowed. Imagine if that happens in a glacier. Yeah. Sandy Williams, hello from Northwest Ontario, where I hear there are very few people, and I might visit on my way back from Alaska. Are you going to do the Klondike and gold panning? I don't know yet. It's not on the plan. I might add it to the plan. I keep adding stuff to the plan as we go along. So hey Barry 81 Jones, I can't wait for Alaska. And what's that? Planet Orange. That's cool. Dylan, pizza. Dylan, you're making me hungry, man. I'm trying to do this the low carb. Thank you, Barry, for that super chat. Thank you. And Joe Ferry, thank you for that super chat. Joe Ferry, have a wonderful trip, my friend. Safe travels. Yeah, where no trail bus has ever gone. Well, yeah, I'm sure a trail bus has ever gone before there, but not one, from your dealership. So there you go. Thank you, Joe. And I was gonna do Robert. No more. I forgot the hiking boots. No, I got the. Actually, they're in Minitini right now, and I'm gonna keep them in the truck. I got some of those, and we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I'm not quite used to them, but I got one of those state of the art Solomon hiking boots. I still have my Merrell hiking shoes, and yeah. Alan Chitwood from Manteca, California. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. I just gotta ring the bell. Hope to see some great drone footage if you can do it. Maybe fly next to a condor. What if the condor decides to like my drone? And I'm gonna try to fly the drone in Alaska as much as possible. Of course, not in national parks or whatever is forbidden. So come to Naples, Robert, so you can see the Florida Panthers. Have you ever seen one in the wild, Garces? Be honest. Because I've seen them in, there's a zoo in Homosassa where you can see them. But I've never seen one in the wild, And I see all those signs. Oh, I keep getting... Yeah, I was going to show a book, and I forgot. Nick Bauer, thank you for that super chat. Hey, Robert, at home recuperating from total knee replacement. Oh, ouch. That I had on May 8th, and I can't wait to hitch up my Gulfstream 189DD and hit the road. I wanted to show you guys a couple of things, and things that Illy reminded me, because you know me. Of all the things I've lost, it is my mind I miss the most. And here we go. 586 of you watching. Wow. First of all, I got this letter from Steve Gibling, the eyeglasses guy. So if you're watching, thank you. I got a postcard. It says, good luck. So good luck for the... So he's an Irish American from Boston area. So thank you. Thank you for the good luck card. And the other thing I wanted to show you, because they sent this to me from... and I mentioned it in the podcast a couple of weeks ago, but by the way, sorry I didn't do a podcast this week. It's actually, I've gotten some tips from, it's called Where Should We Camp Next? National Parks, from Stephanie and Jeremy Puglisi, and they do the podcast called RV Atlas. And, they sent me the book, so I showed it to you guys. And actually, I've been looking at I ended up not booking that campground because it was full. But it lists, like, if you go to Denali National Park, it lists all the campgrounds inside and outside the park. And the Ticlanica, I think that's the one that, no, the Riley Creek, that's the one that I first looked. But apparently, I'm going to Denali on a weekend that is busy. But do check it out if you get the chance. It's a great book with information about. And by the way, I'm not used to paper books anymore. But for something like that is not a book that you're gonna read cover to cover, I think paper books are better. And the other one that I got, this is a tome. I thought it was gonna be a lot more user friendly, but it's like a lot of little text that it's gonna. It has a lot of information, so maybe it'll become a lot more useful when we are like. This is the milepost, which is supposed to be like the Bible of Alaska highways. Maybe when we are on the actual highway and we want to find out when's the next pullout. Yeah, it lists everything. It's like almost too much information, but. We're gonna take it. It's the one that you should use for the roads. And yeah, this one I was pleasantly surprised by it. So check it out. VL, thank you for that super chat, and hopefully you get to see the Northern Lights. Have a great trip. Thank you so much. And what I've done already for the Northern Lights, because most of the time I'm gonna be there, it's gonna be summer, so it never gets dark. But I'm gonna try to stay there long enough so it gets dark, and we're still far enough north that we can see the Northern Lights. Maybe when we get to Hyder or a place like that, right after Tuktoyaktuk, we'll be able to see it. Denise Skies, thank you for that super chat. Thank you, Robert. You inspired us in our mid-60s to be the local traveling Robert. We have a van and love it. Hey, van, what they say, living in a van by the river. I don't know exactly the reference, but happy trails. Enjoy it. And Susan Levitan, thank you for that super chat. I look forward to the videos. Have a great trip. Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate it, and I'm really looking forward to this trip coming up. Oh, we're gonna start wrapping this up, aren't we? I'll send you a video from a neighbor. About the Florida panther? We've seen him while walking in our block one afternoon. We also had a bear in our yard. Deer come often in the mornings. Well, there you go. You're living the life, man, full of wildlife all over the place where you live. Let me move this a little bit. As you notice, I went back to my old, even after I paid for StreamYard. Unless the internet is really bad, I think this one is going to do better. Happy Friday from Angela Black. When you're leaving for Alaska, when are you leaving for Alaska? And is Mom going with you, Anili? No, Mom is not going to be able to go on this trip, although she might fly at some point to meet up with us. Rafael Munoz. They are offering me a job in Fairbanks as a school bus driver. Well, it should be fun in summer. Now in winter, I don't know if I would recommend it, but they do pay. I hear that they pay good money. So I see 237 thumbs up and 582 watching. What's going on here? Sunspot cycle is approaching maximum. Many reports of nice aurora all over Canada. Well, my hope is that by mid-August, the sunspot cycle is still gonna be good. So we're not gonna be wrapping this up. I'm out of beer, so I drove a tractor trailer from Miami to Anchorage. That must have been quite the trip. My wife Leanne wanted me to warn you about the wildfires around Lake Louise and Banff. Might have to skip them. If it is really bad, we might do it on the way back. I already reserved Lake Louise. I've been looking at the smoke forecast and it comes in and out. So we'll see. It's one of those things, like I always say, when you're traveling, the one thing you can't control is the weather. If I mean, I don't know what their cancellation policy is. I think they deduct like 25 Canadian dollars or something like that if you cancel within it. We'll see. Jeffrey Reyes, traveling road, wishing you and Illy safe travels on your trip. Have a good trip. Best wishes from Jeffrey and Sandra from Carson City, Nevada. They're only see 18 riding in my coming soon, and oh no, is the beer almost done? That means live stream is probably also almost done. Well, I do have another one more of this in the fridge, but if I drink it in the air, my mom is gonna get pissed, so I can't. Yeah. Took 10 days. Well, it's gonna take me a lot longer than that. So, and the RV did you 34 months as a chief pelican hand. Here's your beer. Thank you, Sonia. We're gonna start wrapping this up, but first we have to answer a question from Dylan Reynolds. A question: where will the next live stream take place? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now because I kind of know at this point. If all goes according to plan, it's going to be in Arkansas. That's where the next live stream is going to take place, in Arkansas. I want to say Hot Springs, but it may not be Hot Springs. But that's more or less roughly the area where we're going to be. Please give Vermont another chance. We will. We loved Vermont. Carol Ayala, Robert, you have such a great personality. Me and my granddaughter and my fam watching your travels. You are, what is the best? Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. All right, everybody. Hello, I thought you were talking about Lake Louise in Alaska. Yes, I'm talking about Lake Louise in Alaska. Inoko native from Alaska. How's Lake Louise this time of the year? You think in hold on, we are what date is today? Today is May 19. 1, 2, 3. No, I did too many. May 3. May 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. You think in 3 weeks it's gonna be better? Hi Robert, do you want to watch Big Truck, Big Travels? I think I used to watch it. Man, I'm gonna look it up. they're doing a lot of boondocks now on their way to Alaska. Safe travels. I'm gonna check it out. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, Jeffrey, have a good weekend. And hey, Tap Channel, hello there. And Lake Louise is in Alberta. Yeah, that's in Banff, right? Oh, Lake Louise in Alaska. No, now I get it. Now I get it. I'm slow sometimes. Where's your guitar? It's usually hanging in the background. No, but I have it next to me because I was singing happy birthdays and taking requests. I'm writing. I'm writing. I'm writing. Farewell, Flagami. Yeah, this is the last time you're gonna see the Flagami studio for at least 3 or 4 months. Where are you leaving? Hey, Tap. We're leaving for Alaska very soon. Where's your IPA? It's empty, brother. I'm out of IPA. This is such an old guitar. It never goes out of tune. I've had this thing for over 30 years. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, riding. Okay, all right, we got one final request. I don't know if I'm ever gonna see or anytime soon. Desert Rain. Desert rain, wipe away the dust. Though it rain, I forgot the lyrics. Desert rain all turns into mud, but it'll drain, and the wash turns into a creek for a split, and the flowers grow for a week. In the desert rain I sit. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. See you next Friday. Hey, you're late, brother. Hey, Seth Lemon's our neighbor there at Pelicamp. Seth, good to see you, man. And as always, thank you for watching. See you on the road. And next time we see each other, I'll be somewhere Arkansas, Oklahoma, it's Carolina, Tells California. We'll see. Probably Arkansas. We haven't been in Arkansas all that much. Until next time, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday, and as long as we can, we're gonna be able to as long as we're able to do these live streams along the way, we're gonna keep doing them. Of course, in Alaska, it's gonna be 2 p.m. In the afternoon, but it's all good. Have a great weekend and see you on the road.